If you want to decrease your hip pain and stiffness and want to improve the strength and mobility in your hip to decrease the symptoms of your hip osteoarthritis, then this is the video for you. Now, if you've been told that the only relief you're going to get from your hip osteoarthritis is through surgery, injections, or pain relief for the rest of your life, then I'm here to tell you that there is another way to help you manage your symptoms of osteoarthritis. Building stronger muscles that support your hip joint can be a potent treatment strategy to help you walk further distances, get up off the ground more easily, sleep better at night, and regain some freedom in your life. In this video, I have put together 5 exercises that you can do starting today from your living room. Now, make sure you stay through until the end of the video because all of these exercises are important in their own way. Now, don't forget that these exercises are general in nature and do not substitute for a professional opinion from a doctor or a physiotherapist. And these exercises just might not be right for you. If they cause extra pain or increase your symptoms at all, I recommend stopping them straight away and seeking advice from the appropriate healthcare professional. All right, now to the exercises. The first exercise on my list is what we call a standing hip abduction. Okay, now what I want you to do is push your body weight over onto the left side, and then we want to, keeping our foot facing forward, we want to come out to the side. We want to keep a straight line from head to toe. You only need to come out about this far. I want you to hold it for a second or two. Come back down. And if you can only get out to here, that's fine, because you're probably starting to notice that this side is really working. Now, the great thing is that you're probably actually working this side a little bit more, and it's the same muscle, which is your glute medius, which is one of the 3 glute muscles, and it's actually supporting the hip from falling away like this, so it's keeping it nice and stable. And I think it's wise to start off with maybe between 8 and 10. We want to work all the way up to 20. Now, this exercise is great for helping you get in and out of the car, because if you think about it, to get out you have to push your leg over, okay, and you need those muscles to help you do that. Okay, so from the same position, holding on, I think even holding on to like the kitchen bench or something could be useful if you're a bit worried about stability. But what we're going to do, we're going to stand up nice and tall, shift a little bit forward, and then what we want to do is come out the back. And we want to be careful not to overextend, okay, because that's going to put pressure on your lower back. What we're going to do is just nicely kick out. We really should be working on, we should be feeling our glutes work here, which is the big muscle here. And again, we'll be feeling a lot on this side. And as for all the exercises, I think it's really important to do both sides. Because if this is the side that you're getting, if you have hip osteoarthritis, okay, it's great doing this exercise like this, but doing it on the other side means all those muscles that stabilize your pelvis, okay, will be working really hard. Now again, we should be holding for 2 to 3 seconds, even though I wasn't really doing that just then. And it's really important that you guys get the technique right, okay? Beautiful. Now this one, strengthening those glutes, is going to really help you to get up off the ground, okay, or get up off the chair or the lounge. Okay. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to hold on from sideways. I think it's best for you to hold on this way. But our next exercise, okay, is the hip flexion, okay? And in this exercise, you've got all these muscles here, your hip flexors, okay? They work to lift your knee right up. And at the moment, that might be quite sore, okay? But doing this exercise is going to help you with walking up the steps, going to help you sit down. It's quite an important exercise. So what we'll do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lift our knee up like this. Again, we're going to be trying to work up to about 20, but we want to try and hold it. And this should work to kind of loosen up everything and increase the actual movement that you get. So just for a side-on view, okay. Now, before we sit down, thought we'd do one more exercise in standing. So this is the 4th exercise so far. Okay, and this one, what we want to do is we want to think of it's called the mini squat. Now, what we want to do with this exercise, and it's really important for getting in and out of the car, for getting off the ground, from standing up off the lounge, okay? But what we want to do is we want to work on poking our bottom out and then just coming down, poking our bottom out. And you should feel your glutes start to work as well as your quads, which is your big thigh muscles here. Now again, we want to go about shoulder width apart, about this. So say we're holding on here, we're going to poke our bottom up, poke our bottom out, sorry, and then back up, okay? I really want you to be careful not to roll your back over like this, okay? It's not really a back movement, it's more of a poking your bottom out and keeping upright. Again, we want to try and work up to around about 20. You can only do 8 to 10, that's perfect. The next few weeks for building up to 20, and then I'm going to produce and bring out another video that's probably the next level up for you. Okay, so again, we want to do these ones twice, okay? Twice on each side. As for the mini squats, 2 lots of 20 is the desirable target eventually. The final exercise of today's workout is exercise for strengthening muscles here in your groin, which are called your hip adductors, adductors, okay? Those muscles attach up your femur here, which is that big bone, and they contract in together to close, okay? Now people do get a lot of pain with these muscles because generally they become quite weak quite quickly. But what we want to do is we want to put a cushion in between our legs, and then we want to keep our feet relatively close together. We don't want them out like this, okay? And keep them about this far apart. And what we want to do is squeeze in. Don't squeeze in as hard as you can. We want to squeeze into about 60%. Okay, squeezing into 100% might be quite painful. So, I want you to push in. I want you to then hold it for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then relax. Again, we want to work up to 20 reps of this. Again, this one's really important for getting in and out of the car. Okay, it might be quite painful for you to get in and out of the car at the moment. And if you think about it, okay, this leg's gonna come up and over. So they've got the hip flexion to come up. We've got the hip abduction, which is the one where you bring your leg out to the side to come across. Okay, but then for this leg, it's going to come up with using our hip flexors, but then to come across, you have to use those adductors, so your hip adductors. All right, just to come across. Okay, so all these exercises are useful in their own ways. Now, before you go, I just wanted to add one last point, okay, and that's about consistency. Now, these exercises are great, okay, but they might not be useful at all if you're not doing them regularly. So I recommend doing them every alternate day. So every second day, they should only take you 15 minutes. If you can manage to build up the courage to do these exercises for 15 minutes every second day, then you will start to get a bit more benefit and feel a bit better, okay? And that's how they really work, and that's the way that they were designed to work. So please try and keep consistent, okay? Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video, okay? I'm going to keep on producing these to help people out there, okay? The next video will be probably more of a middle ground, be a bit harder than those exercises, and then I plan to produce a third video or a fourth on this topic, just so you can slowly build up. Once you get to those 20 reps, then go up to the next level. All right, so if you know anyone who may benefit from these exercises or these videos, please share it to them. Please like and subscribe so this channel can grow and it can reach people who really need it. So thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. I'll see you in the next video.